Crossing the Line is not a show intended to bully or harass anyone. Do not go out of your way to mess with the authors who write these fanfics. They make what we do possible. Thanks. Enjoy.
Okay, go crazy.
I just can't take it anymore, man. Oh.
Can't take this shit no more, man.
I specifically think of this like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo and Night of 100 Frights video game where he's like, oh.
What?
He's so upset.
Like somebody drank all my Pepsi.
Well, in that game, you have to rescue all of the Scooby-Doo characters, and you start as just Scooby, and you get to Shaggy. He's like, oh.
That's it?
Yeah. You rescue him though. It's okay.
It's the only soundbite they could get out of Mike Millard.
He's just in agony.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's trapped or something.
You love that game. It's one of your all-time favorites.
It's my first Metroidvania.
What if you went back and someone modded it so they were all law cows instead of the mystery gang?
I don't know how easy that would be, but
You start out as Christian, and then you gotta rescue
Why would
LTG.
Christian be the dog?
So you can start out as Christian, and you rescue LTG and Wings of Redemption. And let's see how many.
Why would you rescue LTG? He's so mean.
Well, he tried to befriend Wings of Redemption not long ago. He tried to get them both to like rally together against the trolls, so to speak, but Jordy just kept trying to one-up him and say his trolls were worse.
He's
I'm
right.
trying to help you, man.
Yeah, I don't know how much help you'll be when my trolls are so much bigger than your trolls.
That's exactly how the conversation went. It's fucking crazy.
I read these people like books. They're not real.
Fuck
Come on, 2 more lolcows. You need 2 more to do the whole Scooby gang.
it. Those are like the 3 big ones for sure, but there's gotta be more.
Of course there are more.
Yandere Dev.
Sure.
Let's
God,
see.
when I finally figured out that he was that guy with the big nose that everyone posts pictures of, I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was just a man. But there's in
No.
fact a lore there.
He's a freak.
What about Pamper Chew?
Oh god. You gotta rescue. It takes place in the fucking Final Fantasy house.
You don't want to rescue Pamper Chew?
I was going to say Spoonie, but whatever.
Is Spoonie still alive?
Yes, but...
If you don't get through the game in time, he won't be. You gotta save the Spoony one.
None of them should be Fred, apparently, but he should definitely not be Fred.
No. That reminds me, you know Saber Spark, right?
Mm-mm.
He's a cartoon YouTuber, a guy who reviews tunes and stuff. He made a video the other day about the Velma cartoon and whatnot, and he made a reference to Spoonie, and I was fucking shocked.
What was the reference?
He was talking about how in Velma they keep doing stupid shit and then saying they're doing stupid shit, so that makes it okay. And then it cuts to Spoonie going, if saying that you're doing stupid shit doesn't make the shit you're doing less stupid, right?
I like his most recent upload of him. Did the internet defile Samsung Sam into exile?
Yeah, right.
That was pretty funny. You didn't ever draw her, did you?
Nah, I'm not into trends.
Whatever.
It's too easy.
Whatever happened to like that one insurance mascot girl with the purple hair?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Aaron Esurance was literally fucked out of a job.
Yeah, that one was actually confirmed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Aaron Esurance actually was confirmed as being dropped as the mascot because of how much porn she got.
Damn, that sucks. You look up the mascot and there's just more porn.
I mean, it's a shame because it's like that was the identity of their fucking company, and they were just like, I mean, we could run with this and not care, or because like who's heard of Esurance at this point?
Yeah, for real. They had something there.
Quote by print.
Like shit, at worst, redesigner.
The first result.
What?
Just saw a man. Ugh, stop. There's an ad for a man using like a penis massager, and he would just pull out and just come. It was upsetting.
I like the description.
You're just trying to find Aaron from E-Shirts.
Yes.
We found her,
Yeah.
so to speak.
That's an ad. There's only like 8 pages. That's nothing.
Well, is this XXX or
This is
Pahil?
XXX.
Okay. Let's see. Pahil would probably have more than.
Whatever. I'm not that invested.
You're fine. I ain't getting on your case.
I'm not that invested. Well, if she's with Johnny Bravo.
Finally.
With him, how?
Welcome to the Aaron Insurance cast.
Wow. I looked up Aaron E-Shirts, and one of the first image results is a Saber Spark video about her being sexualized.
Wow. Well, girls sucking girls' dick.
What do you think of that?
Yuck!
Who would do such a thing?
Um,
That's worse than anything I've seen.
that should be the reason
Where-
she's gone.
Aaron Insurance drawn in the style of the fucking Pizza Flash game.
What is that? What's that game?
No, there's like a pizza version, a burger version, another fast food version.
It's that Flash game where you like make food.
You make the cum burger by adding like 50,000 squirts of mayonnaise on it. People will know what I'm talking about.
The old critical video.
The cum burger.
I do not own this character. This was made using an app called Papa Louie Pals.
Is it
Papa-
Papa Louie's Pizza?
Maybe. That sounds right.
Papa Louie. Papa King Louie.
Papa Louie when pizzas attack?
Um,
That's a platformer of some kind. Oh, it is Papa's Pizzeria.
There we go.
Yes, somebody drew the Aaron's Insurance girl from Papa's Pizzeria. Cursed.
Not from Papa's Pizzeria, in the style of Papa's Pizzeria.
She's been relegated to an ad sponsor in Papa's Pizzeria.
That fucking Flo? No, Sam. Oh, it's Sam, the Samsung mascot.
They're gonna canoodle.
It's the Icy Bear, but in the Papa's Pizzeria style.
Icy the Bear.
It's just a white-haired dude in a red shirt.
It's Icy the
He's
Bear!
got sweet kicks. Her design is good though.
Oh yeah, she's super underrated nowadays.
The lineless line art look is cool.
Oh yeah.
I have to download this app. The Papa Louie Pals app.
Who would you Who would you want to make?
You.
Me.
You could be a Papa Louie pal.
Sure, I'll use it as a schedule post.
Hell yeah. You gotta play Papa Louie on stream.
Oh my god, I looked up Papa and it was the first result.
Well, then she it knows what you're looking for.
It's got 1 million downloads? What the fuck is this?
It's Papa Louie Pal.
People really like Papa Louie.
The first downloaded app on your new phone.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Papa Louie Pals.
He's gonna download some Chinese malware.
What makes it Chinese?
Papa?
Well, that's
a good
downloading.
question.
Welcome to Crossing the Line, a fanfiction podcast where we read, review, and critique fanfiction for your listening pleasure. I'm George G. Poole. As always, I've got my 2 co-hosts, Elias Vivalogs
Hello.
and Stephen Blue Breed.
Hello.
God damn, that downloaded fast.
Yeah. The reason I said Chinese is because it's a mobile game.
Okay. It's okay. The lid was on.
Oh,
The
thank
lid
God.
was on. I've got the League of Legends Coca-Cola sponsored. Wow, you can change him from like wiener shape to pear shape.
You got
He can choose where his like head rests on top of his
You
body.
can give him a crane neck. That's hilarious.
This mobile game is crazy.
Make Wings of Redemption.
You should be filming a Let's Play right now. Why was that worth laughing? I am so sick of our podcast turning into looking at something on someone's phone
Elias,
and
I'll do
commenting on it.
I'll do it later. Continue on.
Elias,
I'm not going to say
Download
what
Pop-
made him laugh. It's
made-
really bad.
Download.
He immediately changed the ethnicity of
Steven!
and for some reason that got us.
Got you.
Well, to be fair, it was a white. Okay, it's a character creator mobile game, and it was a white character with black mouth and eyes. And so when I immediately changed the skin color, the entire face just went pitch black, a creepypasta.
He's not supposed to be black, to be fair.
Wow.
Welcome to Crossing the Line, where we read, critique, and review. So today we're doing Dragon Ball Z.
It's Dragon Ball time again. It's that time of year.
It's that time of year, except for that one year we didn't do it, but that was a long time ago, so don't worry about it.
Semantics.
In case this gets cut up, we are playing Papa Louie's Pals on mobile. It's a pizzeria character creator. Anyways, back to Dragon Ball. This is our 5th Dragon Ball episode?
I think so.
That's got to be the most of anything.
Yeah. Like, not in all of, as far as like, themed, like, episodes, not our holiday specials or anything like that. But Dragon Ball is funny. Dragon Ball is cool. There's always infinite Dragon Ball content out there.
Yeah, dozens of new ones get made every year.
With an ever-increasing roster of characters, there's always somebody to get horny over something.
Absolutely. My god, like, just recently in the Super manga, they introduced 2 black characters.
Oh, yeah.
What are they called?
I forget their names, but they have good designs. Like, everyone went crazy over them.
That's great.
Goten and Trunks are
yeah?
in public school now, but they're like teenagers, young adults.
Yeah, they're like teens. So they look about the age they were at the end of Z in that era.
Okay.
Let me get a couple pictures of them for Elias.
Yeah, because they're certainly getting there. The Dragon Ball Super manga has long since gone on an offshoot of making its own plot and stuff, whereas the Dragon Ball Super anime has been relegated to movies, which are also their own plot, which are very fun. I've seen both the Super movies, and I like them both for different reasons, but the Super manga I haven't really kept up on, and there's a lot going on there.
I think I was last caught up to the Super manga like 6 months ago, and I just finished that character's story with the eye patch.
Granola?
Is it? I think it is Granola.
Oh yeah, Granola. But let's see here.
Yeah, that was really good, actually.
Oh yeah, the past 2 arcs have been really good. Let's see, there's one of them.
Whoa,
And then there's this guy who's friend with Goten.
that's so cool.
Yeah, all the black creators and whatnot were like going mad over it because they were really happy to see him.
Those are much
Going
better
mad
designs.
positively.
Those are much better designs than the previous black characters in the Dragon Ball manga. That's cool.
Yeah,
Well, who's doing the art now? Toyotaro?
Toyotaro, yeah.
Not Toriyama. Toriyama's been removed. Yeah, compared to Officer Black.
Yeah.
His name was Officer. I forgot.
Yes, they're all named after colors.
I forgot. Holy shit.
Commander Red, Colonel Silver.
Blue.
Yeah, Blue.
General Blue.
General Blue.
Mm-hmm.
And Officer Black.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is Mr. Popo the first character that came up?
I mean, he is kind of the first character I think of when you, like, say Dragon Ball Z and black character, I guess.
Unless you watched the 4Kids version.
God, I hated that.
Was he blue?
He was bright blue.
They made him the worst shade of blue. Like, a bright, like, saturated, like, messes with your phone blue.
It'd actually burn your eyes if you were watching it on TV.
Oh my god.
That's what they did.
It's like
so
not meant for TV.
It's so
No.
insanely bright. It would like leave, if you had that on a DVD and you paused it, it would leave a burn in on your screen.
I hope we all have Mr. Popo themed fanfictions to read.
Mr. Popo was so cool, but then he just stopped existing.
I wonder why.
I'm sure eventually people were like, wait a minute.
Mr. Popo's cool. He ate the Kamehameha, and he said that was pretty funny.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, freaking every black person I watch that, like, reacts to Dragon Ball Z content, they like Mr. Popo.
Because he's
it's
chill.
Like, he's just a person. He just has lips, that's it.
I don't know. He's something.
He's a genie or some shit. I don't know what he is.
The character designs are outdated, obviously, but I think he's a cool character. I mean, Dragon Ball had a lot of, like, mysterious stuff that just wasn't explained, and characters, which are cool.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z really, like, went into the sci-fi, like, realm and totally, like, just disregarded a lot of Earth's magic at that point.
True.
everything that was like fantastical was either mechanical or alien at that point, which is fine. But is it weird seeing like when they go back to Earth and it's just like normal ass place, sans like your jet cars and stuff.
Yeah, there used to be the Earth was full of wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But then Goku became the champion of Earth, and so they couldn't do anything there anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing was above Goku anymore.
Except for the stars, baby.
They should have just made Gohan Adventure on Earth. But Gohan got power scaled.
He did.
The anime gave him like some stuff to do, but none of it was really like super fantastical again.
He killed Bojack.
There was some filler in the very beginning of Z where he's walking around trying to survive in the land, and Piccolo just dropped him off somewhere.
Oh yeah.
He met like a boy and a trapped robot.
Oh, that one was fucked up. The friggin' orphan, the orphan section.
Yeah, a lot of the Dragon Ball Z filler is really cool.
Mm.
It's just like little self-contained stories, but they're fun.
Yeah.
Bulma fought a giant crab on Namek. For fun.
Bulma ate a giant crab on Namek.
Bulma's mukbang on Namek.
Krillin and Gohan went scuba diving to go find a magic pearl to give to Krillin's sugar mama.
Oh, true.
Whoa.
I swear to God, Elias got a new phone that's one of those foldable screens and whatnot. I keep looking over by accident, and I think he broke his phone.
It's just slightly tilted.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat because the top half of the phone I can like tilt towards me.
Yeah.
And it like keeps my focus and then keeps the other stuff in my peripherals. It's not folded towards me.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like how the DS would do.
Yeah, my big DS. Plus, it's really tall for some reason, which means I can emulate games in their normal aspect ratio and still have like space on the sides for the buttons.
Ooh,
Which has been really great. I'm playing Chrono Trigger right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's Akira Toriyama's art.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. In those old games, like old RPGs, all you have to go by on the characters is really just like their character portraits. So having Toriyama draw the character portraits really adds a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Steven's been working on a speed run for Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime or whatever.
Rocket Slime's cool.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
I've never heard of the Rocket Slime one.
it's like is it Game Boy or DS?
It's a DS game.
It's like a DS RPG where you play as slimes, and all the slimes have different little character traits, and it's also like a mech game, I think. A friend of mine played it on the bus. So I saw some of it.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It's a very like forgotten but also well-revered spin-off in the series.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd like it if you like Legacy of Goku and those kind of like Game Boy RPGs. It's not too dissimilar.
I do like those.
Legacy of Goku 1 is so fucking broken.
That one sucks, man. I hate his punches that are just like straight in front of him. He's just...
It's really busted and it literally only cares about Goku, so it skips over anything that Goku's not involved in.
It's true.
You fight Vegeta and then you go straight to Namek to go fight Final Frieza. After, of course, you do some fun ruin spelunking on Namek.
Well, you do fight the Ginyu Force after the ruins, to be fair.
Right.
Then you fight Frieza.
Because then he gets bodied.
Mm-hmm.
Legacy of Goku 2 is so sick, though.
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody else play Dragon Ball?
Taikatsu.
Is it Legends that's like the white background PS2 game?
Oh, Sagas.
Sagas. Did anyone else like play Sagas and just
yeah.
the game broke on Frieza and then you couldn't progress?
I remember it taking forever to fight him because their health went down so friggin' so little.
You're like supposed to charge up and go Super Saiyan, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was something in my game that I couldn't do that, and so I just played forever and then realized my game was broken. And I looked it up online and it was like, oh yeah, your game broke. You have to, or like soft locked, you have to restart.
Yeah,
I was like,
that happened to me too. It was like going Super Saiyan is such a weird like trigger of circumstances that wouldn't make any sense. What's really cool is when you play that game 2-player, and then when you get into one of those final bosses, it forces you to take turns. So like a timer beeps down, and then like the game stops, so then player 2 can take over as Goku.
Yeah.
That's such a cool idea.
It's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, your time's up. It's your turn to beat ass, and then your little brother loses all your health, and you get fucking pissed and throw him against the wall. He said, I worked so hard to get his health down, and you didn't even do anything.
I really like that you can unlock future Gohan both with and without both arms.
I like that you can unlock Broly, but there's no like power scaling or anything, so any characters get bodied by any like characters out in the story mode.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I like that the game slowed down in slow motion when you were using a special,
Oh
even
my
in two-player
God.
mode.
Which you could do like infinitely.
So
Right.
if you're not spamming specials, you're just like going in and out of slow motion as a second character.
Hitting Z, constantly darting around to different enemies, teleporting.
That game was broken in such a good way.
It kicks ass.
Oh,
If it
yeah.
wasn't co-op, then there'd be like absolutely nothing there. But being a co-op game is really funny.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That was a good memory.
Maybe we'll get Sagas redone eventually.
Sagas 2, finally the Boo Saga.
Just the Boo Saga.
They do the Boo Saga, they do Lord Beerus, they do Resurrection F.
I found a 200-word Popo fanfiction to read quick.
Oh, hell
Go for
yeah.
it.
Let's go.
Rated MP for Mr. Popo.
Good.
Mr. Popo walks into the Freddy's Pizzeria as he got accepted for the job as a night guard. Ah, fresh meat, Freddy said in a demonic voice as he looks towards Popo, as Mr. Popo turns his head slowly towards Freddy. Hi, Mr. Popo said as he looks Freddy with his soulless eyes. Hi, I will kill you now, Freddy said in a demonic voice.
Freddy would never do this.
I will kill you now, he says.
No, Mr. Popo replied. Pardon? Freddy asked in a demonic voice. Prepare to be assimilated, Mr. Popo replied. What? Freddy asked in a demonic voice as he was being enveloped by darkness. No, get it off of me! Freddy yelled like a little girl as the only thing that could be heard was Mr. Popo's laughter, only to be awakened because it was all a dream. Man, I gotta stop killing so late, Freddy said as he was holding his head. I'll say, Mr. Popo said as Freddy screams and finds himself just in a dark void never to be seen again.
Oh.
The end.
I give that 4
Ten.
jump scares out of 5.
I gave that one night at Freddy's.
I rate that MP for Mr. Popo.
Good.
Freddy Fazbear trying to climb Kami's tower so he can jump scare somebody.
Kami cuts to his cameras, and Freddy's flying up the side of the tower.
Foxy's running vertically.
He's running perfectly straight up. Kami's like, I've never seen anybody go so fast.
Yajirobe would be fucked.
Oh my fucking lord.
Yajirobe would be so scared.
Yajirobe would run out of blood sugar. Holy fuck.
Trying to quickly explain to Kami what's happening.
Trying to quickly trying to give Corin a big FNAF lore dump super fast.
There was a Scott Cawthorn.
What? He has to put on his fucking Wendigoon shirt.
He starts fumbling with his phone to put on the videos at double speed.
Yeah, there's the whole thing. There's this guy, this purple guy. You know, he wasn't always purple guy though. I'm after you.
What does this have to do with that freak climbing my tower?
I'm gonna do it.
They're getting to it, trust me.
He's the soul of a lost child. God, that's really funny.
Fucking beautiful.
One night at Corin's. Okay. I got one locked and loaded in the barrel, ready to send flying.
Hell yeah.
This one came out like just a few days ago, I think.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it came out earlier this
Wow.
week. Though it does say it's a re-upload / incomplete, so get your hopes up, down, one of the two,
All around.
depending. Chapter 1, The Castle. A young boy with north and west pointing, spiky hair wearing an orange-red gi was sitting upon a flying golden cloud, examining what appeared to be an oversized green pocket watch. Of course, Goku was small for his age, a 12-year-old adolescent looking to be no more than 10. His sturdy young body leaned forward as he continued to gaze intently at the pocket watch. He absently scratched his head with a long, furry brown tail.
Of course, he was small for his age. No other comments on that. Just letting you know.
He
Of
does.
course.
He does look very tiny.
He is small. He is
Stout.
small.
He's supposed to be 12. It's crazy. Like Gohan's his size when he's like 5.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Toriyama doesn't know how to draw kids.
They're either tiny or they're adults.
Make them small.
And then he made Gohan so unbelievably jacked.
True.
Gohan was epic, but he had a big head.
He had a hat with a ball on it. And Goku put his grandpa's corpse on his son's head
Oh,
and made him carry that weight,
Oh no.
imprinting the softest spot on his brain.
And that's why he never beat Super Boo.
That's why he said that mean thing to Super Boo.
He was allowed to.
The green pocket watch looking device, upon closer examination, had one green side that was completely interfaced with lines of latitude and longitude. 7 green dots pulsated in a steady rhythm as the device made a strange beeping sound, but suddenly the screen went blank. Huh? Goku tapped the single button once. Nothing. He pressed it several times. No response. He pressed it repeatedly. Zilch. Oh, come on! Work! Not again! At this rate, I'll never be able to get the Dragon Balls to wish Upa's father back. Please?
Oopa?
Yeah, Upa. The little boy with the spear.
Oh.
Oh.
Whose father was killed by mercenary Tao.
Mercenary Tao's colonizing.
At the bottom of Korin's tower.
I thought it was Uma for a second from fucking Ubi.
No. Upa. He clicked a button once more and sighed resignedly. It was broken again. And here he was, half a world away from the brilliant blue-haired female friend who could fix it. Aww, why does this thing keep on breaking?
He
What's
doesn't know
that?
how to use it, so it's broken.
All she said was hit the button on the top. And he's doing that.
He hit it too fucking hard. It's stuck in the machine.
His little dragon radar. A large towering castle came into view. Wow, that's a big house. I wonder who lives there. Maybe somebody there can fix the dragon radar. The small yellow cloud zoomed toward the structure. My gosh, it looks even bigger from down here. He explored the outer surroundings. There were several groups of children all wearing the same black, dressed like gi. Maybe this is a special school for studying martial arts. Hey kid, don't you know this is a weekday? No muggle clothes allowed. Goku turned to the sound of a boy's voice.
He's gonna get bullied so hard.
I like how Goku is like canonically a country bumpkin, but you made this character sound way more bumpkin than him.
He's gonna fucking Ron's gonna grab his
Goku.
tail and render him powerless.
Goku's like, ew.
Why do you talk like that?
Goku turned to the sound of a boy's voice. The speaker had been a boy not much taller than Goku, but a head taller. The boy had untidy black hair and a freckled face, with round glasses perched on the bridge of his nose. He was accompanied by 3 other boys, a handsome, dark brown-haired boy with a somewhat arrogant smirk,
Handsome.
a dark blonde-haired boy who looked rather weary, and a squat blonde-haired child with watery eyes.
Who are any of these characters?
Goku scratched his
Fucking
head,
Addams
grinning
Family.
stupidly.
It's not the Addams Family. There's not like any. There's like just Pugsley, right?
I just thought squat blonde boy.
Hi, my name's Goku. The speaker and the proud boy exchanged identical
He's not a proud boy.
Brad family.
exchanged identical evil grins before they spoke. My name is James Potter. These are my cohorts: Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, and Peter Pettigrew.
Why do fanfiction writers love those characters so much?
Because there's so little information on them, they can basically make them their own.
All right.
Especially in the flashback days.
I guess, like, in the first couple of books, they're described very, like, they're like these lore characters, like this deep lore Potter characters, so I guess they make them sound pretty appealing.
Yeah. Especially Sirius Black.
Yeah, that name. Easy bait.
Mm-hmm. James Potter is just, like, free. Nobody knows about Harry Potter's dad.
That's right.
True.
I thought Harry was just calling himself James for some reason.
And
Like,
he's hanging out with all the grown-ups.
That's his full name. Yeah. No, they were hanging out with him. He's cool. He's the boy who lived.
And Peter Pettigrew. Peter Pettigrew loves Harry Potter.
Fucking Wormtail.
Yeah, that's
Evil
what.
Rat Man.
Yuck.
That's what made it seem so weird. I was like,
Him in Akira Toriyama style would be so nasty.
Goku's like, oh.
Ew.
So you're like adults and he's like the kid.
You're adults and he's the pet.
Oh.
He's the rat.
Something like
You're
that.
fucking ugly.
This is kind of like a weird dynamic. I don't know. I think I should get going.
I don't think you should be doing that to Snape.
Snape's not here.
You're gonna bully him eventually.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
Yeah, that's one thing we know about James is he bullied Snape at some point.
Yeah, they levitated Snape for a little bit and he never lived it down.
Yeah.
They held Snape up high and he just couldn't get down. He was so upset.
It's true.
Goku blinked stupidly. But I don't see any cohorts, just people. What do cohorts look like? The proud one laughed heartily. Hey, Peter, we actually did it. Oh, I think we found someone who's thicker than you. The one with the watery eyes blushed and mumbled while James and the proud boy laughed. Goku shrugged and joined the laughter. The other two stopped. Kid, you know we're laughing at you, right? Goku smiled. That's okay, James. It's better than getting yelled at. The others exchanged strange glances. The weary one stepped forward. My name is Remus Lupin, Goku.
Okay.
I fucking love that. My name is so fucking serious too. I'm Remus, Goku.
Oh, so you're a cohort. Wow, you look just like a person. With that, the other three burst into laughter. Whatever, they're all talking a big game, but then once he reveals his single bit of technology with his dragon radar, they're gonna melt down.
Yeah.
Once the full moon comes out, they're fucked.
It's okay, Remus can also transform.
He's gonna fucking die.
He's gonna turn into an ape.
I too have a tail, Goku.
Remus chuckled. Cohort is just another term for a group, a gang, or an army. Goku's eyes narrowed suspiciously. Army? You're not talking about the Red Ribbon Army, are you? He asked in a quiet, dangerous voice. The group of teens stared in shock, taken aback by the child's sudden demeanor. Remus shook his head knowingly. Never. We never align ourselves with any group resembling you-know-who's evil intent, muggle, magic, or otherwise. Our cohort is different, actually. We're the Marauders. Remus! The proud boy said indignantly. Remus shrugged. It's okay, Sirius. I'm sure we can trust Goku. He's got a nice look in his eye. Besides, only a pure-hearted person can ride a flying Nimbus.
Yeah.
Why do you know that?
I'm just dying. Their names are so far apart from one another.
Yeah, the only Asian person at Hogwarts doesn't even arrive until the next generation.
It's true, it's true.
The only one. James's eyes widened excitedly. He's got a flying nimbus? Remus sighed. Yes, James. If you hadn't been so busy showing off to those girls by the lake, you would have seen Goku arrive on it.
Damn, James is such a player.
Yeah, he loves women. He's trying so hard to get with the ladies. Then when he saw Snape try to so much as approach a single girl, he fucking threw him into the lake.
It's true, he fucking
It was his
impregnated
woman.
her. He ruined her forever.
And Snape will never forgive him.
He imprinted on her.
It's true. He saw Snape about to be happy. He was like, alright, here's the plan, love. I'm gonna put a baby in you and then we're gonna die. And Snape will never fucking understand.
You're going to create a barrier around our loved one. You'll turn yourself into a magic barrier.
You'll turn yourself into worm food.
That's dark. Goku smiled. I notice you're all wearing the same kind of gi. What form of martial arts do you do? Sirius and James exchanged blank stares. Remus chuckled. Suddenly his eyes widened. Wait, I remember you. You fought Jackie Chun at the World Martial Arts Tournament during the finals. You're Goku-san, student of Master Roshi's Turtle House. Goku nodded. And boy, was Jackie Chun tough. I can't wait to fight him again. Goku's eyes glistened in ecstatic fervor. By the way, do you know any great fighters here? I'd love to have a go with someone. James and Sirius cracked wicked grins. We're pretty good at fighting, but we don't fight the Muggle way. We use magic. Care to try me? James said, his eyes shining with excitement. Goku's face lit up in happiness. Oh no, you don't, Potter! A red-haired girl stomped across the grounds, a taller boy with shoulder-length black hair following after.
No.
Oh no.
He's whipped so bad.
Following with his head down.
James smirked. Evans. The girl nodded curtly. Potter, you are not dueling a boy without a wand. That's against the statute. Sirius rolled his eyes, cutting her off. She got just the pure gesture of him rolling his eyes was enough to stop her in her tracks.
Yeah.
Nobody asked you, Evans. Besides, Goku here wants to fight. Don't you, Goku? Goku nodded eagerly. A small crowd began to gather about the group.
Oh no.
Fight! 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 Fight!
He's gonna cast the knock the air out of you spell.
The thought of like a school brawl at Hogwarts is so funny. Pretty much taking any school trope and adding it to Hogwarts is really good. Like everyone like swarming around in a big circle and they're just like shooting spells at each other.
Internus bleedus.
Shooting hexes and knockback jinxes at each other. Killing each other instantly.
Permanent eyesight degradation, Angus. Future recurring heart condition, Angus.
They say Akio belt and the other guy's pants fall down and then they slap him with his own belt.
Avada Kedavra.
One of them would get really mad and do that.
Wow, what does this do?
The killing curse.
Bone freezing.
What if Goku eats a bunch of gillyweed?
What does gillyweed do?
It's the thing that gives you lungs for a little while. Or
Whoa.
gills. They already have lungs.
Holy shit.
Yeah, don't you remember when Cedric Diggory was like, hey, take a fucking bath with your fucking egg? And then it sang him a song.
Oh, that's right. That's
and Moaning
right.
Myrtle was like, damn, Harry, you're looking kind of good.
It's
And
true.
Harry was like, not now, I'm bathing with the egg.
It's true. It's true.
Nope. I don't remember.
Joints.
That was in Goblet of Fire.
I played the PSP game Goblet of Fire.
The Goblet of Fire game is so shitty.
Shut up. I couldn't. I couldn't see the movie. I had to play the PSP game.
Is it the same as like the console one where it's like you have to control all three of them and like run around and do stuff?
I think it was worse because it was isometric on PSP.
Oh, I think the console one might actually be like that. It wasn't like a third-person adventure game, but you have to like take control of all three of the fun characters.
Yeah, the console game I'm pretty sure was at least 3D, like a run-around game.
Maybe. I remember very little about it and was like unimpressed.
They made games for all of them, right?
Yeah.
The last couple games must have sucked.
That'd be funny.
What do you do? It's all just like politics.
I'm sure there's worms that you can shoot or something.
I'm sure there's
There's
still
a big ass snail somewhere that Harry needs to get rid of.
just this like bloomed, washed out color scheme, but you're still collecting birdie bots.
The game started getting higher budget.
The fucking fight with Draco in the bathroom, but you kill him and there's a bunch of beans explode out of him.
Oh, fuck.
To collect a bunch of beans to give to Burtner. Burtner!
Burner!
No.
Bert.
Fred and George.
Burton bot.
I love that part of the books where Bert dies from the fucking war.
I got Bertie Bott's beans and Fred and George mixed together. Yeah, they're behind a fucking painting.
Turn into a Muppet.
Muppetitis.
I'm sure Fred and George are in the fourth game at least. They get progressively more serious, but...
Anyway. The raven-haired boy stepped backwards, his eyes narrowing in dislike. Typical black. Taking on
Hey! Oh, hang on!
serious black.
Yeah, I'm serious too. You shouldn't be going around saying that.
And that's why they
Seriously,
bully him. Because he's horrible.
Turns out he deserved it.
Taking on an unknowledged boy to
Hey!
increase your already overly enlarged ego. You're pathetic. Sirius's eyes popped angrily. Pathetic? Pathetic? I'm not the one who twirls around in my mummy's old frocks, am I, Snivelus? The older boy blushed angrily. Goku blinked stupidly. What's wrong with fighting? Or wearing your mother's clothes? It's just clothes, isn't it?
Let's go, Goku.
Sirius snorted. I was right, James. He is thicker than Peter. James grinned. Goku stared bemusedly at the laughing boys. The girl and her companion stepped closer. Stop it! Stop picking on him! She said angrily. James winked at her. Or what, Evans? How did they even get together?
True.
The raven-haired boy pulled out a long wooden stick.
Uh-oh.
I love that Goku would not know the concept of a wand, so it is just a stick to him.
It's his baseball bat.
You need a lesson in manners, Potter.
I made myself laugh.
Good job.
The concept of Severus pulling out a baseball bat and squatting in a batting stance, threatening them.
Goku's like flying 10 feet in the air. He's like, ah.
Goku doesn't know how to fly yet.
He's on the Nimbus.
His
Okay.
wooden stick.
Bang! The raven-haired boy was struck and skidded back several feet. James lifted his pointed wand with a smirk. Goku stared in shock, rounding angrily at the offender. What did he do that for? He wasn't even ready. He hadn't even chosen a fighting stance yet. James blinked stupidly before smirking. He was practically inviting me to hex him. Besides, Snivelus deserves it. Why? Goku demanded. Just for being born. He's a snivelly, snarky jit. Goku dropped into a fighting stance, glaring angrily. Now it's me you fight, James smirked. No, the girl cried. The raven-haired boy limped toward her, glaring menacingly at the marauders. This isn't a good idea, James, Remus said, looking at the tailed boy warily. Stay out of this, Remus, Sirius snapped, pulling his wand from his robes. Honestly, you're such a prat. James moved first. He shot 5 curses in succession.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Does Goku know what prat means?
Of course not.
He's never been to this world. He's never been to this country. Everything is a fucking mirage.
Good thing they more or less speak his language.
More or less. Except for fake words like Pratt.
Akira Toriyama, J.K. Rowling's London.
Goku avoided them effortlessly. In a flash, he was right in front of the bespectacled boy, his fist colliding with James's chin. The boy teetered ominously before he toppled onto the grass. The crowd whispered in shock at the wandless boy. Suddenly, a red light struck the back of Goku's head, causing him to cry out and fall to his knees.
Goku got hexed.
Oh no.
Ow! He complained loudly, eyes watering, rubbing the affected area. That hurt! Sirius's eyes widened in shock. No way! I stunned him! How can he still be conscious? Goku grinned. That was a really good attack, but now it's my turn. The small boy cupped his hands together, drawing them to his body. Ka!
Oh no.
Oh,
What's he
no.
doing? Is that some kind of spell?
What's he doing?
Stop it.
Hey.
Is that some kind of spell? Lily said, watching in a mixture of horror and fascination.
James, you need to get the fuck out of there.
May? Remus's eyes snapped. No, Goku!
Oh, fuck.
Ha! What is it? The red-headed girl asked. Remus grimaced fearfully. The Kamehameha wave is one of Master Roshi's specialty attacks. It creates a powerful beam using one's own life force. If Goku is indeed Master Roshi's pupil, then Sirius is in big trouble. Goku could kill him.
Oh no.
May? Goku frowned in concentration.
Oh, no.
Stop talking. I'm focusing.
The girl gasped. We have to stop him somehow. As much as I can't stand Black or Potter, we can't let them be killed. No! Remus screamed. Ha! Goku cried, drowning out the scream as he thrust his cupped hands from his body. A beam about an inch in diameter formed from the golden ball between his fingers and erupted toward the shocked Sirius. The front of the beam struck the boy in the chest mid-torso,
Oh.
the rest of the beam returning to the ball in the boy's hands. Sirius's body was knocked 5 meters from the blast. His
Oh,
body,
God.
his
15
body
feet.
skidding 10 more.
Oh my god.
Holy
The golden
shit.
ball faded from Goku's hand. The silence was terrifying. The crowd gasped collectively as coughing was heard from the bloody mass in the distance.
He's so fucking... He's so suspended.
He got a lesson in bullying really fast.
He really did.
There's always someone stronger than you. Sirius Black rolled over on his stomach and crawled toward the tailed boy. What the bloody hell did you do to me? He rasped.
He hit him with Nekio Breako.
With a gutso smusho.
Oh.
Ow.
Goku smiled unconcernedly. Don't worry, it'll wear off by next week. I didn't even use next week. Enjoy the week of agony.
We are stuck like this.
I didn't even use an eighth of the energy I could have. I didn't want to hurt you after all. I hope you learned your lesson.
He flew so far.
Goku. I fucking love that. That is something you do.
I hope you learned your lesson.
Fucking maim this kid then go, I didn't want to hurt you.
Yeah, never challenge anyone with a tail. Goku blinked stupidly, then he frowned. No, don't hurt people. The girl laughed as she approached. That was so wicked. Could you teach us that? You didn't even use a wand. Goku blinked stupidly.
Can you do it to James next? I thought that was pretty cool.
Can you use 1/6 of your power on James?
Oh no.
What's a wand? Her jaw dropped. You mean you don't know? Are you muggle-born? Not likely, the raven-haired boy said, approaching cautiously. He's probably a squib. Goku frowned.
What's a squib?
They're like magic-adjacent people.
Okay.
I'm not a squid. I'm a boy. My name's Goku. The girl laughed. So we've heard. I'm Lily Evans. This is my friend Severus Snape. Hi, Goku said enthusiastically, patting the front of the boy's trousers. Hell, he nut-tapped Severus.
It says a squib is the child of wizarding parents with no magic powers of his or her own.
But then he did a Kamehameha, so they're wrong.
He would know what wizard stuff is.
True, like what the hell?
No, that'd be the opposite. Like then he would know.
Well, you have parents who did that.
But he did a Kamehameha, and they think that's magic.
Yeah.
So then he wouldn't be a magicless boy.
Ah, true.
Severus's eyes widened. He shoved Goku's hand away. What do you think you're doing? He yelled. Goku flinched, scratching his head in confusion. I was just checking to see if you were a boy. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Severus blushed angrily. Goku approached the redhead, who stepped back, blushing.
Your turn.
She grinned. I'm a girl, I promise, she said quickly.
No.
Goku laughed, scratching his head. Okay, I trust you. The girl giggled, shaking her head. Listen, Goku, do you check people often? Yeah. Grandpa told me to always be polite to girls. Before I met Bulma last year, I'd never seen one before. Once I found out the difference, I started checking, so I'd know who to be polite to. Except Bulma. She's really hard to be polite to, because she's loud. Lily nodded. People don't like to be checked, Goku. It's, inappropriate.
That's a shame.
God, imagine if this took place in a not J.K. Rowling world where trans people existed. That would give Goku so much trouble. Fortunately, Goku's safe here. Grandpa said it's one or the other.
Grandpa said it's my right to check. And I should ask.
Grandpa only said to be nice to girls.
And you can't lie to me about that.
Goku scratched his head. Why? How would you like it if somebody checked you? Severus said angrily.
Oh no.
Goku shrugged. I wouldn't mind. They're just checking.
Oh no.
The two exchanged meaningful glances. Has anyone ever checked you before?
Why is this still going on? Why are we talking about
I
this?
really don't like the direction this is going.
They're fascinated by Goku's interest in genitalia.
Yeah, it is a fan fiction, I guess.
She asked apprehensively. Goku laughed. Nah, I guess everyone already knows that I'm a boy. Don't know why, though. I look like everyone else, except I have a tail. Lily sighed in relief. Goku, I don't think you should check anyone else. Why not? Goku asked innocently. She blushed. Well, people don't like it, and people are going to think you're perverted, and if you don't know, you can always explain yourself and ask. Okay, what's perverted mean? Severus laughed. Maybe you should just tell him, Lily. Lily blushed deeper. Why's it got to be me? Because I'm not going to do it. Fine, she huffed, turning crimson. Okay, Goku, it's like this. She outlined male-female relationships and the use of certain anatomical parts. Goku listened closely as she finished explaining it. That's strange. So you can make babies that way? Yes, Lily said redder than ever. This is so fucking anime. I can't stand like because I can only think of like the real human actors doing like anime shit.
So
It's quite abhorrent. Do you understand why it's inappropriate to check people now? Goku scratched his head sheepishly. Not really. Lily and Severus fell over. Lily stood, shaking her head. Well, just remember, you make people feel really uncomfortable when you do that. Don't you care about other people's feelings? Goku's eyes widened. Of course I do. Gosh, I never realized how bad people felt when I did that. I'll try to remember. She nodded, satisfied. Good. I think we should take you to the headmaster now. Specifically speaking, non-students aren't supposed to come to school. Goku frowned. What's a headmaster? Severus
What's
raised
school?
a brow.
You're in school now. We've enrolled you.
You get your own fifth house. The
Goku.
Kame house. Severus raised a brow. He's in charge of the school. Oh, you mean he's the sensei? Lily blinked stupidly. Severus laughed. Something like that. Okay.
Woo!
I really like when he killed Sirius Black. And then they just disappeared out of the world so they could talk about sex for a long time.
Alright, that's Sirius Black crashing against a wall with a loud reverb out of 10.
I give that Goku fist fighting all the students of Hogwarts out of 10.
I give that the 6-inch size bulge that Goku punched into James's stomach out of 6. That was really funny.
That was.
I'm happy to know that people are still out there making fantastic fanfics in the modern age.
Goku says to Snape, if James is bullying you, why don't you just kill him?
Why don't you just fight back?
Punch a hole in him.
Grow
Do
stronger. You should really train more.
Here, come with me.
He slapped Snape in the dick.
Stop trying to fight him with magic. Just punch him.
Hit him really fucking hard.
Goku's in detention with Snape and Dumbledore. Dumbledore's like, I heard you two got into a fist fight. Goku's like, yeah, James was bullying him, so we punched James. We punched him until he had to go to the infirmary. It was cool.
We punched James.
Most of the kids don't really do that these days.
Yeah, usually it's like a magic thing, like
We have to treat so many kids for like wet willies with literal wet worms implanted in their brains. It's quite traumatizing, actually.
the doctors don't take James like normal bruises very seriously, even though they really hurt.
It's not often we see concussions in this house.
They have to make James drink the stupid bone juice to fix his jaw.
Oh god.
Remember when Harry Potter had his arm deboned?
Oh.
That was so fucking stupid and took up so much time in the movie. Where he was like sitting in a hospital bed with a floppy arm because he had to drink bone juice.
That was so fucking funny. His arm was broken, so the dude's fucking thing was like, I'll get rid of those pesky bones for you.
Gilderoy Lockhart.
Mm.
I still have that video when our fucking Chamber of Secrets game glitched, and like Gilderoy Lockhart was like, or Ron Weasley was perfectly memory hexed because he kept saying his line over. He's going to use his memory charm. He's going to use his memory charm. He's going to use his memory charm. Like Ron, he may have already done that.
All right.
You got
let's
one,
see.
Steven?
I do.
Fantastic, brother.
Chapter 1. Greg Heffley was a wimpy kid. Everyone already knew this. Even his ex-best friend Rowley Jefferson kicked his ass at least once every day. The only people Greg could trust anymore was his gang, the Alligator Pajamas. However, one fateful day made everything much better. One day that would make Greg the toughest kid in school. No, the toughest kid in the world.
I forgot that I was still in like Harry Potter headspace, and I was like, "Oh God, he's gonna go to Hogwarts." But
Same.
I remembered he's in a different world
Yeah,
now.
me too. I was like, their art style would look so shitty with cloaks on.
Absolutely.
It would look equally shitty with muscles.
They can't. They have stick figure arms.
Yeah, well then Goku's gonna tear him a new one.
Absolutely. He's gonna tie him in a knot.
Goku's gonna be drawn like realistic with huge muscles in this tiny stick figure world.
God.
This was the day Greg Heffley met Cell.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna train me, fam? Greg asks.
Oh, it's one of these.
And he took his blunt out of his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Indeed, answered Imperfect Cell.
Why is it imperfect Cell?
He's the ugliest.
He's the funniest.
He's the weed smokiest.
He wouldn't smoke weed until he's
The
perfect.
dankest. But first, you must do something for me.
He has to cope with not being perfect.
He's taking the opposite approach of the other self.
And also being in the presence of Greg Heffley.
The audacity to call your character semi-perfect.
Semi-perfect, then perfect. What do you need? Greg asked. I need you to bring me Android 17 and 18, stated Cell.
Okay.
I
They're
need
right
to
over
make
there.
them have Rule 34.
Please.
Aren't they brother and sister?
Shut
They're
the-
robots.
Stop.
Shut the fuck up!
Not what I asked.
Do not ruin this for me.
Shaking his fist at him like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
You guys
I
remember
didn't hear
when,
that. I didn't hear that.
You guys remember when they did like the Cell Saga in 5 minutes or whatever, and Completionist played the guy that got drinking by his tail?
Oh, that's right. The rich guy, yeah.
Yeah, like Piccolo comes down to fight him, and it's like all the shitty live action costumes that like Mega 64 made.
Yeah.
And then the Completionist is the guy that's like begging for his life, and then Cell drinks him with his tail. It was really funny.
That is holy shit.
They got Kojima to do the Spirit Bomb in the Boo one.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
awesome.
They got a shit ton of people from online to put their hands in the air. It was cool.
That's true. I saw Ethan Klein squinting up at the light when he raised his hands.
Yeah.
But there's no way I could stand up to them, declared Greg. The androids were truly tough, as they had been causing apocalypse on the entire planet. Greg's hometown only managed to be protected by this strange warrior. His hometown only managed to be protected by the strange warrior known as Fragley.
Fragley.
Yeah.
In that case, I will teach you one technique, Cell said as he placed his hand on Greg's head. And doing
His
this.
head. Cups his big ball head.
And it's like when Goku read Krillin's mind
Oh yeah,
and got up
true.
to speed on all the plot.
In doing this, he taught Greg the Kaioken.
It's only gonna hurt him.
All you have to do is shout Kaioken to activate it.
I'm
What
sure
does it
that's how it
do?
works. You'll figure it out.
It'll hurt, but it's good.
But it's good.
It's really cool. Come on. Alright, I'll go fucking kill those stupid androids, declared Greg as he ran out of Cell's cave. As Greg exited Cell's
Cave.
This is like a certain author that's writing this. I know his style.
Same.
At least it's not. I was gonna dox somebody, but then I remembered we're not supposed to do that. You know, the guy that writes all the farting stuff.
Yeah.
He's still at it, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
They had like a 20 like a 27-word story that was like Android 18 farted and alerted the Pokemon around her, and she was like, "Oh, why can't I ever get some peace around here?"
The end.
The end.
As Greg exited Cell's cave, he was confronted by his brother Roderick. Hey, it's time to get your fucking ass beaten, said Roderick. Greg's parents obviously cared about Roderick and Manny more than they cared about Greg, as they had given the two weighted training clothes so they could become stronger. Now then, which bone will I break this time?
Oh.
Kaioken! Shouted Greg, and he punched Roderick in the face.
Right in a loaded diaper.
Holy shit.
Right in his big nose.
I always fucking hated Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I never read it, but just the audacity to call their band the Loaded Diaper made me so mad all the time.
Yeah, that's a terrible name.
Absolutely. The attack managed to knock Roderick straight into Papa Tony's pizza.
Whoa, the return.
Papa Tony's pizza. It's not Papa Louie. Calm down.
Okay.
Roderick landed right next to the pizza oven, and some gasoline poured out of his pocket. The gasoline lit fire and lit Roderick ablaze.
Oh, poor Roderick.
In mere moments, the entire restaurant was in flames.
Well, you've killed your brother, Greg.
Good job.
Greg smiled.
Now he's got the Sharingan or whatever.
Or whatever.
He's got to kill his clan.
Greg smiled. He knew with this new power, he would be able to kill the androids.
True.
Come on, Lapis. I found out something in
Lapis?
Yeah, it's that's their human names before they returned into androids.
Okay.
Lapis and Leslie.
Yeah, it's not a Steven Universe crossover.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forget which one's which. Is it 17 Lapis and 18 Lazuli?
Yes.
Okay. Lazuli.
Come on, Leslie. We need to kill the last remaining humans, said Android 17, looking impatient.
We need to.
Yeah.
I know, Lapis. I found out something enraging, said Android 18 with anger in her voice. Zamasu stole our shtick and is doing it better than us. That is not true. That just makes me want to kill those damned humans more, shouted Android 17 as he flew in the direction of Greg's hometown. Hey, stop right there, fam, called Greg. Do you want to die?
You read that so straight. Stop right there, fam.
That's how I imagine him doing it. He thinks he's hot shit because he killed his brother.
He just mumbles it. He doesn't even yell. Like, hey,
They don't even hear him, so they don't acknowledge him.
they feel his power grow.
The androids can't feel power.
That's true.
Only 16 can. For
Oh,
some
yeah,
reason.
true.
They see him flex his muscles.
They see his rubber hose arms rubber around.
God, I love when Android 16 did the rocket punch.
That was awesome.
He picked Cell up and slammed him on the ground. He just threw him really hard into the ground.
Yeah. I like when he ripped his fucking tail off. That was cool.
I love when power scaling just used to be how strong you were, like physically.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you want to die? Asked Android 17. Greg smiled again. Kaioken times 10. Android 17.
No, he's gonna die.
His heart's gonna give out.
He's gonna fucking disintegrate. Android 17's face changed from smug to dismayed as Greg knocked his head off with one swift kick.
Knock his hat off.
How is Cell gonna suck them up now, Greg?
Greg, you idiot!
He really shouldn't have given him that much power.
Yeah, hell no.
Maybe I should have started with just like the solar flare.
Lapis! Screamed Android 18 as she saw the damage to her brother. I'll fucking kill you! Android 18 dived towards Greg and swung a punch at him. This knocked Greg back into a nearby mountain. That takes care of that, declared Android 18. Kaioken times 100, screamed
No.
Greg. Dear God, uttered Android 18. Before 18 could even see him, Greg slapped 18 so hard she died instantly.
Right on her ass.
Hell yeah. Good.
Dead.
The reverb.
Kanagawa Jet Girls type beat.
Hell
Big
yeah.
like side of a metal jet sound.
Like throwing a brick in the washing machine.
Greg carried the dead androids back to Cell's cave.
Greg carried that weight.
He's just dragging her by the foot.
Now that they're gone, he can finally move into a house.
You can finally kill Fregley.
Absorb him to become super perfect Cell.
Yeah.
Fregley's so fucking scary, man.
He's gonna skip right past his big lip form.
The local cryptid.
He sure is, isn't he?
Oh, I forgot that Cell had the like beak form originally.
Yeah.
I just pictured his imperfect one as the big lip form.
Semi-perfect.
Semi-perfect.
Partially perfect. But
Somewhat
not really.
Kinda perfect.
Perfect enough.
There's elements of perfection there.
Depending on who you ask.
Cell absorbed their bodies and transformed into his perfect form. Finally, said Perfect Cell. For your assistance, I'll train you. Thanks, fam, said Greg.
Thanks.
There's something you probably don't know about yourself. Something shocking, declared Cell. What is it, fam? Asked Greg. You are a Saiyan.
Whoa.
Chapter 2.
Oh.
Once it loads.
Uh-oh.
Let
Do
me
the
burp.
captcha.
It's okay, I did it. Chapter 2.
Yeah. This story felt very familiar, but I was looking at the records and didn't see any Diary of a Wimpy Kid in the thumbnail, so maybe we didn't read it.
It's just a different Wimpy Kid one.
You're right.
Mm.
We've read a lot of Dragon Ball Z stories, and they're all about like nothing characters getting really powerful.
Yeah.
So it's easy to get them confused.
Mm. Chapter 2. Everything suddenly made sense to Greg. His parents weren't unusual, for they aren't human at all. They're Saiyans. It's Saiyan nature to reject weaklings. That's what happened to Vegeta's brother Tarble, but now Greg was the alpha.
He did kill Roger.
Yeah. Greg spent 5 years training with Master Cell. During this time, he had unlocked new forms that Cell referred to as Super Saiyan forms. Cell had also achieved a new form as well, a golden form that he inherited from Frieza. Today's the day, Cell said. Today's the day we destroy this stupid city and then the entire planet.
No, we did. Didn't we did read? I remember Golden Cell.
Oh, did we?
I'm pretty sure. I remember Golden Cell in the thumbnail that also had Gohan surrounded by the Totally Spies.
Let's see here. In that case, let me go back to my backup.
You've already read so much of it.
Just keep going, but I just want people that know that I remember now.
Okay, let me go back to it.
Steven, you need to have more passion in the fan fictions you read. They need to burn a hole in your memory.
This does burn a hole in my memory. It's just been a
Okay.
hot minute. We didn't do it last year, so it's been a while.
No, we did it. It was like the second year that we didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Well, we've tried to do like multi Dragon Balls for the most part. You know.
Yeah. Okie doke.
And there's the April O'Neil getting the Super Boo Fat one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Let's see here.
Probably easier to search by YouTube playlist.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, but I'm already here. We posted a lot in 2021.
Oh, yeah.
iCarly. That was a good one.
Alright. right, let's go show these fools our power, declared Greg. During his 5 years of training, he had adopted Cell's manner of speech.
Oh, great.
So, Greg, where should we attack first? Asked Cell. My old house, answered Greg.
Oh, yeah, I remember this part.
Mm,
I remember being like, why is Greg going to kill his parents?
Yeah,
And then
I do.
Greg's dad is really strong.
Yeah, now I remember how it ends. Fuck. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fucking done.
Okay, wow.
Ooh.
Greg goes to go kill his parents. But his dad puts up a fight.
I was super proud of this thumbnail. Goku was bailing on his son, leaving him behind with the 3 babes surrounding him.
Don't worry, I'll read chapter 3 of my second story.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
Chapter 3.
Yeah, because the first 2 chapters are just set up from the 2 different worlds that are colliding. But chapter 3 is when it actually gets going.
Oh, okay.
Well, I rate that story whatever I rated it last time.
Mm-hmm.
I rate that story Kaioken 100 5-star to the back of Rowley's back.
I rate that a punch to the top of Rowley's head so he no longer has a neck.
Oh, that's how it happened.
Oh, Rowley.
Okay, my story. Chapter 3, Emperor Pilaf's Revenge. 2 hours have passed since Gohan had to endure Piccolo's hellish lesson of How to Dodge 101. Post-Frieza edition. As Piccolo likes to call it, and since then, Goku was sent into the West City on a little shopping errand by Chi-Chi to get some ingredients for tonight's supper. Spicy grilled fish.
Whoa.
So far, Goku's got a good-sized fish. The only thing he needs now are the spices for the said fish. However, Goku can't seem to find this pepper or the oregano anywhere in the city.
Pepperoni oregano.
Pepper or oregano.
Oh, okay.
I can't find pepperoni anywhere.
Man, I searched every market in the city for these spices, and I for the life of me can't find them anywhere. You would think for a guy who can sense bad guys, I'd be able to locate a few spices. As Goku was rambling on about his life conundrum, he then spots a familiar sight.
It's a life conundrum.
Oh look, that's Bulma's house. Maybe she can help me out. Her house is not in the market. She's like in a mansion.
Capsule Corp is like in the middle of town. It's fine.
Okay, I guess
Capsule Corp's
Any-
on hard times.
any Capsule Corp building is Bulma's house.
When Goku needs it to be, yes.
You can ask any employee for whatever he needs.
He's like, where's Bulma? And they go, who are you? Me, Goku. All right.
We've been told about you.
She told us things we really don't like about you.
Goku goes to raid Bulma's spice cabinet.
You guys got like a company kitchen here?
Where's the pepperoni?
Oregano. However, little did Goku know that his old friend Bulma had problems of her own. Hi Bulma, how's it? Goku! Thank Kami you're here. I have a really big problem. What is it, Bulma?
Her
Is
ass
it
inflated.
Vegeta? Has he started destroying cities again? No, worse! The Dragon Balls I've collected have been stolen! What? But how? Isn't Capsule Corporation supposed to be one of the most secure places on Earth? Apparently, not since whoever stole the balls was clever enough to cut the connection of the security cameras and lasers before doing his dirty work. How many Dragon Balls did you have before they got stolen? I only had 6 Dragon Balls. All there's left to find is the 4-star Dragon Ball, and one of my Dragon Radars was gone too, so the thief must be looking for the last ball.
Only 6. A mere 6 Dragon Balls.
Oh no, but why did you have the Dragon Balls in the first place anyway? Too embarrassed to tell Goku about how she was going to use Shenron to make herself a few years younger, since she's become a little self-conscious about her age after reaching the big 3-0. She thought up a lie and thought it up quick.
Fuck.
Oh no.
No one's allowed to use that limerick anymore.
Not after Christmas.
Why, I wanted to gather the Dragon Balls for in case when the arrival of the androids gets too much to handle. We could have them on standby to help us with casualties. Gee, that's actually pretty smart. What a way to think ahead, Bulma. Yep, you know me, always thinking ahead, Bulma laughed nervously. Great, he fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker, Bulma thought to herself. Now back to the task at hand.
Yeah, Goku's got to do the funny ring puzzle with General Tao.
Anyway, here's an extra Dragon Radar so you can find both the thief and the Dragon Balls.
I'm telling you, Dragon Ball Z filler's so good.
The ring puzzle?
Yeah, like Goku just walked into this big place that was he was trying to get the Dragon Balls ready just in case, you know, for emergencies. And then he ends up in this big facility. He walks through all the security stuff that this mob boss guy is so proud of, and he's hired mercenary Tao to help him out. And Tao's like, "Well, how about we play a game?" And he tricks him to giving him all of his Dragon Balls. And then he's like, "If you can solve all these puzzle rings and before the end of the day, then I'll let you have all of our balls." So he sits there in a room the whole time, jacked out of his mind, trying to like pry these puzzle pieces apart.
What the fuck is this?
It's so funny.
It's
I had
great.
that episode on like a fucking VHS or something. I watch it all the time.
That's unbelievable.
It's fucking amazing.
It's all this stuff like after the hyperbolic time chamber and before the Cell games begin.
He's got like little 3-inch large puzzles.
They're the little like metal puzzle rings. You have to figure out the right way to take them off, and he just barely gets it done in time within the full day.
He's just like, I did it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because he just uses instant transmission to find them instantly.
Yeah, they're trying to get away while he's doing that. He just immediately teleports to them.
It was cool. Cyborg Tao is a really good design.
Mm.
Anyways, here's an extra Dragon Radar so you can find both the thief and the Dragon Balls. Thanks, Bulma. I'll be sure to find all the Dragon Balls. I'll even find the 4-star ball after I catch the thief. Good luck, Goku. As he was about to take off into the air, Goku then remembers. Oh no, what about Chi-Chi and the ingredients? Well, this shouldn't take long. I mean, how bad can it be?
Maybe I can use Shenron to wish for oregano.
What a fucking waste. I wish I had pepperoni.
Then Goku powers up and instantly takes to the sky on the pursuit of Dragon Balls.
Goku powers up thinking about pepperoni.
A few miles away in a small town near Mount Paozu, a small little blue imp known as Emperor Pilaf can be seen in the middle of the town square, currently on the hunt for the last Dragon Ball, for it was supposedly nearby.
Oh, hell yeah.
Grr, damn it. That 4-star ball's gotta be around here somewhere. I don't know what he sounds like. I don't remember. Sure,
He's
that's
like,
fine.
"Ugh, what are you rodents doing?
Oh, yeah.
Hurry up and find my balls!" He's got
Growing,
the same voice actor as 17, if you can believe that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that man's got range.
growing even more impatient, he calls out for his cronies Mai, the only female and human of the group, and Shu, the anthropomorphic dog ninja.
Just stop at the only female.
Mai, Shu, get over here, now!
Get my shoe.
Mai and Shu quickly appear to their master in the square. Yes, Emperor Pilaf, sir, the two minions responded. Have y'all found any new information on the 4-star ball's whereabouts yet?
Y'all.
Y'all. Well, we're working on it, sir, but it would seem the locals won't cooperate with us, Shu fearfully reported. Have you threatened them with violence yet? The cold-hearted imp asked his minions. But, sir, there are people with families here. You sure you want to resort to violence? Mai asked in a concerned manner. This is in all caps. I don't give a damn about any families. They should know better than to mess with the almighty Pilaf gang. I'll get that ball and make a wish to make us younger if it's the last thing I do. I don't think so. And Goku appeared. The Pilaf gang's blood instantly ran cold, for their greatest enemy has returned to their lives. You must be the monkey boy all grown up, Pilaf fearfully asked the mighty Saiyan. That's right, and it would seem that you guys haven't changed a bit. Now why don't you give me the Dragon Balls so I can return them to my friend? You won't be grabbing these Dragon Balls over my dead body, Pilaf exclaimed.
You'll never grab my ball.
I've got an ace up my sleeve. Suddenly a giant robot emerges from seemingly out of the blue that vaguely resembles the Pilaf machine from decades ago, but this time it has an artificial intelligence.
Whoa.
Peel-off machine Gen 4 attack! The robot made its first move by firing a massive energy beam at Goku, who managed to block the attack from causing serious damage to both himself and the town. What? He blocked the blast? Impossible! The Peel-off machine Gen 4 is the strongest one there is!
That's true.
Yeah.
Presumably.
But it's still your strongest one.
Goku is unimaginably strong.
He's been like skipping out of your mind. You couldn't even imagine how strong Goku is.
Dr. Giro didn't even bother putting little security cameras on the peel-off machine Gen 4.
Nope. Goku then proceeds to beat the living hell out of the robot, reducing it to nothing more than scrap metal. Not wanting to suffer the same fate as the robot, Pilaf reluctantly gives the Dragon Balls to Goku. And before they left, Pilaf had to have the last word. Hear this, Goku. Someday we will be back and we will have our revenge. As they left the scene, all the townsfolk came out of their houses to thank Goku for effectively saving their lives.
Thank you, Goku.
Thank you for saving our town, kind sir. How can we ever repay you? Well, there is one thing.
Oregano.
Goku leaves the town with freshly acquired Dragon Balls and spices and proceeds to go back to Capsule Corp.
Yes.
Drop them off. Bulma thanks Goku profusely, and Goku promises to hunt for the 4-star ball after he drops off groceries for the house.
Where's the crossover?
I guess for some reason this chapter didn't have it. He manages to make it back to his house before sundown with the groceries, but as he was about to head inside his own home, suddenly his Dragon Radar started to go off. Beep, 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 Dragon Ball detected nearby, beep, 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 beep. Huh, imagine that. The 4-star ball was near my house all along, Goku exclaimed.
Oh yeah, that's my grandpa's ball. I keep it here.
I'm sure Chi-Chi won't mind if I were to get the Dragon Ball to Bulma, which shouldn't take long at all. However, little did Goku know that the 4-star ball will lead him to what is possibly one of his greatest adventures yet.
Uh-oh.
An adventure beyond the multiverse. No. The next chapter is a sing-along from The Little Mermaid, so I will not be reading that.
Why not?
I wouldn't even know the melody. It's not one of the good ones.
Under GT. Under GT.
If you can imagine that it is canon, you watch GT.
That's fucking perfect. That's brilliant. Holy fuck.
It doesn't matter if it's true. Super Saiyan 4 looks really cool. Yay! I rate that story, the peel-off machine Gen 4 getting beaten to a pulp out of 10.
I rate that story the strongest peel-off machine yet.
I rate that Goku using the Dragon Balls to wish Pilaf's name was Penis, so he has to
call him the Penis Gang.
So he has to go to the courthouse and explain.
So his life is just fucking ruined.
Emperor Penis. Goku laughs and scratches his head.
I wish that 1 year ago Pilaf went to the courthouse and changed his name himself.
I wish he thought it was a really cool name.
I wish he didn't know what it meant.
There's nothing wrong with being penis. As Goku falls through his fucking cloud. Goku thinks penis is so funny he becomes unpure.
Come on, Nimbus, it was really funny.
Holy shit. Oh.
Well, that was cool.
Author's note, well, it's almost time for the main event, the meeting between Mermaid and Saiyan alike, in a non-romantic way, that will result in events that are yet to come, and some familiar events that will happen a bit differently.
I would hope not. He's married.
He's gonna fucking eat her.
Goku's gonna lose his voice to Ursula.
Oh no.
And she's gonna be so fucking strong.
She's gonna take his strength.
She's gonna change now with him, like Ginyu.
Oh no.
But I'm already married to Chi-Chi.
No.
What's marriage? Does it taste good?
So? Oh, you're right.
He's gonna be like, one more thing. He cuts her in half and eats the fish part. Had to take this off.
He's like, I gotta get you out of that fish.
He'd be the only one under the sea as strong as King Neptune. Another jacked man.
King Neptune fucking spins his spear around and deflects the Kamehameha.
King Neptune is so buff for no reason.
It's cool.
He's a god.
Battle of
king.
Gods. Oh, that's good.
I hope you fight Neptune in God of War Ragnarok.
No, you kill him in God of War 3.
No. He comes back as the Little Mermaid version.
The Norse version of Neptune.
The Disney version of Neptune.
King Neptune, the Little Mermaid. I remember him being jacked.
Oh, he is. He's huge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, he looks so bad in the TV show.
Yeah.
He's pretty jacked. He's not like overly defined.
What
but,
about from SpongeBob? That one's jacked, too.
Oh, true. The good one.
King Neptune, SpongeBob.
Not
Yeah,
that
there's
one
two different
here
versions.
Oh yeah, the original one. He is super
I always
jacked.
thought it was weird that they had two different versions of Neptune.
They've got 3 now.
They have.
What?
That's true. That's true. They have him, the one from
What
the
the
movie.
fuck?
Then there's that's Poseidon, his son.
But they already have Poseidon.
They have
That's
two
Poseidon in that one.
Yeah,
What
they
the
have 2
fuck?
Poseidons and 2 Neptunes. I hate it.
I do too.
Don't look up
Okay.
DeviantArt King Neptune.
Okay, it's time to end the show. We're back to Google again.
Okay.
Tune into the next exciting episode of Crossing the Line podcast, our Valentine's Day spectacular. Get ready to fall in love with your favorite friends of fanfiction. That's us.
I can't wait to write more.
You can't wait to have a meltdown inside your business while your employee tries to ask you what's so funny.
I can't show you.
You physically cannot explain it to him.
Can.
Well, see you next time, everybody.
See you next time.
Good night.
This is the most winded week. Good night. Whoa.
We're from fucking VTubers.
Fucking King Neptune grabbing girl's ass.
I gotta send that to the chat.
Yeah, send it to the
Pretty good.
chat.
Good night.